All right, guys, welcome back to day eight of our KoL run. Um, so level 10, nice. Um, kind of the plan for today. So we back to 70, like we said. Plan for today: do our 50 in the time touching tower, and then we're gonna continue working on um getting our hammer back. Um, um, So that's yeah, that's fine. Really simple. So let's go change out of our rollover gear back to. I think I have to just unequip everything and do it by hand at this point. Because at this point I have equipped and unequipped so many things so many times, it's just not great. Okay, so our spike streamer is our weapon. Our hat we've been using. We were using the Mark 5 for a hot minute. I think we've been using the Fuzzy Busby. No, we haven't. We were using the Mark 5 Steam helmet. Yeah, the extra combat initiative and never fumbled. That's right. That's why we were using it. Guess we're using the Mark 5. Yeah, 73. Yeah. And then pants, we were using the. I thought we got some Wamp pants. We got some Wampa pants. Which are they? Mm. But with the smoker's coat, we don't need extra stench damage, so gonna hold off on that. We got an Amulet of Perpetual Darkness, which we're going to equip when we switch over from using the spiked femur. But at the moment, we're still using the badass belt, and then our other two accessories have to be, at least for the moment, the Spring Rose ID card and the Time Bandit. Actually, we don't need the Time Bandit badge courage until we go adventuring. So we have been using this shiny ring. I don't want to equip the impunity ring. Because the impunity ring gives us some fire damage we don't have otherwise. Let's do that. We're going to equip that because we just need the ID badge if we're going to go work for our first 11. So we're going to go work for the first 11 to get our chroners. Do, 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 do. Alright, so we're at. Yeah, they won't let us go again. Okay, so we are at 220 chroners now. So we're going to unequip our ID badge. We're going to re-equip the Badge of Courage. And we're going to adventure the Home of the Future until we get down to 20 adventures, or if we find the item we're looking for first. So, boom. Robot maid. We're hoping for the robot maid to drop the. Oh, we got a Boltzmann ID badge. Doesn't. Okay, I've got a weird thing I want to check. I'm sure that Jick has already thought of it, but I'm going to try anyways. Dang it. Work for more factory. Dang it. Oh, dang it. Oh, dang it. Oh, I gotta leave first. Yeah, so we're just gonna go. No, we're not gonna do that. We're just gonna change this the hard way. Otherwise, that would probably change a lot. No, 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 no. Literally just unequipped that. Brain is nowhere. Okay, so back to the Home of the Future. Still, ooh, we got a chroner too. Nice. Still just trying to get that portable automata thingy. I don't know. I closed the tab that it was in. So they dropped from the maid though. A haunted battery? What does a haunted battery do? Oh, it's a spleen item. Well, that's so helpful. Okay, come on. There is like a 1% drop chance, so it's we might get it, we might not. If we do, we do. If we don't, we don't. You know, kind of deal. So this is the really boring part. So when we go to the graves, the misspelled cemetery, in an effort to get our hammer, that's when we're gonna start what's called the Nemesis quest. And it's a multi-zone, a lot of things. Uh, it spans for a while. And just kind of do what you can with it, kind of deal. But the big part about it is getting our hammer back. Because we're kind of making it along using our club, but getting that hammer, it has a lot of Seal Clubber specific abilities to it, and it's upgradable, which is also an important note. Suntan lotion of moxiness, another spleen item. Okay, we might just go through and use a bunch of spleen items. Come on, give it to us. Nope. All right. Okay, I want to use the death ray. I haven't used the death ray on anything. Let's see what the death ray does. 29 damage. Can only fire it once a day, probably. Or once a time on a dude. Probably something like that. Alright, so we've done that. We've got a bunch of automata parts, which will be used to assemble the thing if we ever get there. But it looks like it's not happening. So we're going to go worry about... Stop it. Getting our thingy. Our hammer. Getting our hammer. Okay, so the aim increases monster level and gives us spooky damage. Giant motorcycle boots give us damage versus ghosts. Shiny ring just gives us all attributes +3. Honestly, I think we should just equip the amulet of perpetual darkness at this point. Just get some more elemental damage going in case whatever we end up fighting is physically resistant. So we're gonna go to the nearby plains. And go to the misspelled cemetery, the unquiet graves. You are fighting the darkness. Jar of dirt or someone. Is this because we've got this is probably because Farnsworth. Oh, we got Farnsworthy's key for Torg, but we'll read this out. Aha, found it. Big gray tombstone reading, "Here lies Farnsworthy." Let's hope he stays there. Now to just dig up the body and get out of here. You glance around to make sure nobody's watching, then get out your grave route being shovel and start digging. After a while, there's a thunk as your shovel hits wood. You clear away the last of the dirt and open the coffin lid. Naturally, it makes a creepy squeak noise. Inside, you find pretty much what you expect. A grinning, rotting skeleton in old-fashioned wizard robes with your large iron key on a silver chain around its neck. Holding your breath, you carefully pick up the key, wincing when the skeleton's head falls off. Then you notice a piece of paper clutched in the skeleton's hand, and hork that as well. Then your adventure is instantly kicking. You start poking around the body for hidden pockets and gold fillings. You find nothing else of interest, so you close the coffin and fill in the hole. As you leave, you notice the smell of smoke wafting towards you from the west. Okay. I don't know what I'm fighting ever because it just says the darkness. That could be a clincher of why I shouldn't be using this. I don't know. I need the non-combat though. Like it's supposed to show up in the first like 12. If I go this whole thing without finding it. Okay, we're going back to the misbuilt cemetery. Okay, tomb. First time encountering the choice in the unquiet graves. How many does it take to encounter it? Only. Oh goodness, how do I get this? Do I have to talk? I have to talk to someone, don't I? Reaches 12. Reading is fundamental. Sometimes I even remember to do it. Okay, so we need to talk to Gringear. Okay. Still not dead yet. I have grave news. Your nemesis has stolen an incredibly dangerous mystical artifact guarded by a guild for generations. You must recover it from him before he discovers how to use it, or great catastrophe will ensue. Wait, what? Since when do I have a nemesis, you ask? We took a vote and you weren't here, so he's your nemesis. You should come to meetings more often. Anyway, this is not the time for such argument. Your nemesis is rumored to lair within the big mountains, but I fear you have not the required metal to defeat him. You must recover and master the legendary epic weapon of the Steel Clubber before you will have any hope of victory. It will be a long and arduous task. Are you prepared? No. Too bad. Now, hearken to my words. Long ago, the legendary epic weapon was split into two pieces to reduce its power should it fall into unworthy hands. The first piece is an epic weapon in its own right, which is sealed within the tomb of the unknown seal clubber, but it has only a fraction of its former power without the second component. And where is that, you ask? It fell into unworthy hands, but first things must come first. The tomb is within the misspelled cemetery, located in the nearby plains. Travel there and challenge the traditional test of the seal clubber, and return here with the epic weapon. What happens if I fail the tests? He was stern glare. Failure is not an option, still not dead yet. Now hurry, and may the gods help us all. Okay. Okay, time to go eat some food and drink some booze. Alright, so we're gonna start off with a couple bottles of sea wine. No, we're not gonna do that. Um, Schnapps were good. Yeah, we're gonna drink a schnapps. Extra stats per fight. That's always good. And for food, we're gonna eat some. We got some good stuff, right? Yeah, we got pieces of cake. We're gonna eat some pieces of cake. Oh wait, there's a thing we were gonna do. Dieting pill. Okay, right. Dieting pill doubles the amount of a food item you eat. Okay, so we're at 2 fullness. So we're gonna double the dieting pill. And then, do we have an awesome or a good piece other than the piece of cake? We want something with a size to it, because that usually means it'll be extra good. Ooh, do we splurge and go buy the rack of ribs? That might be the play here. Okay, we're gonna try and get an enormous amount of adventures out of this. We're gonna go to the animal, buy a rack of ribs, and we're gonna eat them. So, and it should give us. What? Why can't we eat? Are we not high enough level? Damn it. Sorry. Oh, dang it. You know, that kind of worked. Can we eat 2 dying pills? No, it won't let us do that again. What's the funk do? What's the vitamin G pill do? That doesn't really help us. Fairy pill? That's a restorative. Okay. Those are healing things. Okay. So food. Let's eat another piece of cake. Eat an insanely spicy bean burrito. Another bean burrito. Another bean burrito. Okay, we've got 1 fullness left. Let's see, overcookie. Is it a 2? It's only a decent food. Okay, we're gonna eat another piece of cake because why not? Okay, when we get to level 11. That play with a dieting pill. That was gonna be good. That was gonna be good. Sad faces. Okay, back to the Unquiet Graves. We're gonna need to unequip the darkness thing. That's yeah. Because I think we're also not getting normal drops. Let's go look that up real quick. Okay. Cause all enemy encounters appear as darkness, similar to temporary darkness. Eternal darkness potion to do. Okay. So it doesn't do to appear as darkness, similar to temporary blindness, which is several things. Cause all enemy encounters appear as darkness, hides their attack messages of really good, and exchanges. Oh boy. Okay, are we getting any items at all? Not really. Okay. As cool as it is, and it's doing extra damage help, we're going to unequip it and put back on our shiny ring, probably. What's the glass I do? Combat initiative and weapon damage. Okay, let's see if... Okay, yeah. So we weren't getting anything because of the darkness. That kind of sucks. Give me the adventure I want. I need the non-combat. Come on. Non-combat. This is going to be a really short one if I can't get that non-combat to show up again. Okay. We're going to go spend all our MP to get more Scowl of the Oak and more Steel Clubbing Frenzy. Because I'm pretty sure we can just smack these guys with the femur. Yeah. Come on, please. Non-combat? Please? Please, 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 please. Okay. Fine. Campground, quest log. Solve the riddle in the misspelled cemetery. Okay. Wow. That I should have realized it was the stupid answer. Okay. And I wasted a bunch of entries. Oh well, it happens. You say what you're pretty sure is the correct answer, and in response, there's a loud grinding noise. The lid of the stone coffer, maybe it's supposed to be coffin, slowly moves aside, revealing a hidden staircase leading down underground. Looks like you were right. You pump your fist or do a touchdown shuffle or whatever you preferred gesture celebrating success happens to be, and then you carefully climb down the stairs. The stairs proceed down for about 20 or 30 feet, bringing you to a short stone tunnel leading to another small room containing a stone coffer. Although this time the coffer is up against the wall, so there's a bit more room to move around in here. Also in this room is a ghost. As you enter, she casually hops down from where she's sitting on top of the coffer and gives you a wave. Hello, she's. Yeah, I'm not gonna do it twice. Hello, she says in a whispery and ghostly but friendly voice. Excuse me, not shaking hands, but since I'm not royal, I find the attempt just makes things awkward and kind of dumb. No problem. You reply, you must be the ghost of the unknown seal clever. In the total lack of flesh, and since you saw the riddle, I here to designate you an official and fully fledged seal clever. Yay! With all the rights and privileges thereof. Yada yada yada. Congratulations. Great, thanks. Do you mean that I can have the epic weapon? Whoa, no. That's a whole other can of worms. How do you even know about that? The head seal clever at the guild sent me here to get it. Apparently, I need to reforge the legendary epic weapon and defeat a Nemesis. Didn't know I had to reclaim some stolen artifact or something. I have not actually given much in the way of details. Stretching. Well, that's a real turn up for the books. Okay, can let you have. There's a second test you have to pass first. What's that? She chuckles and goes, you have to fight me, and I can't go easy on you. So be better than you. Uh-oh. Wabam. Yeah, we're overpowered for this. Okay, so I gave the ghost says back up in the head. Wow, you got the stuff all right. If I still had like muscles, I would have been a different story. But you won fair and square. The epic weapon's yours. Where is it? You ask. In the coffer? No, that's just my bones and stuff. Before you get any funny adventure ideas, they're mine. And you can't have them. Okay. So where is it? Close to the wall in place. There's another tunnel behind this wall. Push this brick here. Push the brick, and a section of the wall grinds open, revealing a tunnel leading to another small room. The room is dimly lit with just a few flickering candles illuminating flickering candles. Whew. How long has they been buried there? Illuminating engraved scenes of a seal clever with a stone hammer, vanquishing all sorts of enemies, but mostly seals. In the center of the room is a carved stone plinth, and on the plinth is an ancient stone hammer. Without even touching it, you can sense that it's an extremely powerful artifact. Bjorn's hammer, the ghost says. Pretty good, eh? It's incredible, you say in an odd tone. Most of what you're sensing is potential, but yeah. Okay, I've got a poker game to get to. Good luck with your quest thing, right? I guess ghosts need to play poker. Thanks, say. See you around. Okay. Examine Bjorn's hammer. Combination of reverence and caution makes you hold your breath and put your hands behind your back as you lean towards the stone hammer. It's not just the awe of being presented with such a powerful and important artifact that makes you wary of disturbing it. It's the fact that you've only been through 2 trials to get here. There's one thing you know as an adventurer. It's that there's always 3 trials. Picking up one of the candles and crouching down to view the plinth at eye level, you carefully blow away some of the dust. There's what you're looking for. An almost invisible hairline crack running around the circumference of the plinth surface at about an inch from the edge. Must be a pressure plate. If you pick up Bjorn's hammer, the difference in weight will trigger some sort of horrible trap. Just like in a movie. You need something to swap for the hammer, something almost exactly the same weight. A steel climbing club would do the trick, you estimate. Check your back. Pull out your steel climbing club, your eyes flick back and forth through Bjorn's hammer, judging the other weights. Close enough, you guess. Holding your breath, you hold the club next to the hammer, just over the surface of the plinth. You carefully grasp the hammer with the other hand. Count to 3 and boom. Rolling hit. Ball. Without even waiting to see what happens, you're sprinting down the hall and up the stairs, Bjorn hammer crushed tightly in both hands. About a tenth of a second after you dive at the door of the tomb, there's a massive kerthom noise, and a thick cloud of dust billows out the door after you. Whew, talk about close. But you successfully recovered Bjorn's hammer, and that's certainly something. Better take it back to Guild. Maybe they'll actually tell you what's going on with this whole Nemesis deal. Okay, so we got Bjorn's hammer. It's not much at the moment. But and we might have enough to if we go talk to them, we might still have enough to yeah, it's gonna send us to the fun house, which tasks, give the right answer, defeat the unknown, class name, talk to Gilmer. Adventure in the funhouse until you collect clown-related equipment, which may optionally include parts of the terrifying clown suit, but the entire outfit is not required. You need a clownosity rating of 4 or more. Okay. Equip your clown items and mention to you counter adventure $1.99. Choose push the nose to open the door and fight the clown lord Beelzebozo. Okay, and that's how we'll get the hammer of smiting, which is better than what we're currently using. Promise you. Greek pasta spoon of peril. These names are just great, though. Okay, so hopefully we have enough adventures left. Honestly, our spiked femur does 10 to 20 damage, but I don't know, is the glass eye actually doing anything for us? Who knows? We're about to find out. Okay, so going to the fun house, we need to get a certain clownosity. 5 years in job, when you saw yourself 5 years, you're not understanding discrimination. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Okay. So bloody clown pants, 25% clowny. Clownosity of 4, I'm guessing. Probably 2 items. And a bottle of rum. Cool. Put a banner box. Clown skin, which is, that's a meat pasting component. Okay. Clown shoes, which is an accessory. 25%. So 50% clowny, you think? Be great if it would. Clownosity rating of 4. What is clownosity rating? 2 clownosity. Okay. So you get 2 from. So we need like a balloon sword, a harness, a belt, but okay, so the weapony stuff will give us 2. Currently we've got the bloody clown pants and the clown shoes, which is just 2 together. So polka poda die. Okay. Okay. So we need more clown stuff. So we've got 2 clown shoes. Okay, so this is supposed to be done when you're only at level like 12. Acid squirting flower. Is that a clownosity one? 0. Well, that is great. Cool. We got a box. What does a box do? I'm sure someone will something will have me use a box later. Bugbear beanie, which that's part of a bugbear costume. I'm sure we could auto sell that. Okay. Push the no. Oh, damn it. That hurt. Okay. So we can only push the nose when we have the 4 chronosity. That's right. Sleeping doors lie. Come on. More clown stuff. Okay. Just out of curiosity. Because this is annoying. Polka dot. Spelling that right? There's a dash in between. Okay. We don't want eggs. We want a bow tie. Wow. What does it do? 75% more cloudy. Okay. What about a balloon sword? Those can't be worth a lot, right? If I could spell, that would also work well. Okay, so a balloon helmet. So items that we are a sword and a belt. Okay. Sword is it? Oh, it's not. It's yeah. It's okay. Okay. So we'll buy a sword. Because the shield only goes 1, so we need a belt. Did not call it's a clown skin belt. Okay. Clown skin belt. No, it's super cheap. Okay. Cool. Alright, so we got the clown skin belt and the sword now. Which is oh, we haven't been using our offhand. That's cool. Great. Gonna equip our shield again. Maybe that's why things hurt. What's a coffin leg do? Okay, no. Terminal G is back. Okay. So we got that. We'll unequip our glass eye and equip the clown skin belt. So between the sword and the belt, we should have 4 clownosity. And we're still doing tons of damage, so. Big bass drum. That's a ranged weapon. Okay, whatever. Now that I want the non-combat, it's not going to give me the non-combat. This has been an exercise in check the mall sometimes. They might have cheap items that help you get your quest done faster. Push the nose. I think we're supposed to open the door, right? Okay. Push the nose, open the door, fight the clown lord. Got it. Thrust smack. You dead. Okay, so that's done. We still have 9 adventures left too. We're gonna go make our hammer though. Okay, so we want the smith stuff. We're smithing, right? Bjorn's hammer and the distilled steel blood. Tenderize. Got the hammer of smiting. Okay, which is most plus 16 and critical hit. It's almost as good as the the spiked club we were using, but it's better for us personally. Just trust me. Gonna equip it. Not at least because it makes us tougher. Okay, so we've got 9 adventures left and most of our booziness left. Not a lot of resources. What's a skeleton bone do? I'm sure I'm gonna find out what some of these things that say they're meat craftable, meat pasteable, do stuffable eventually. Okay. Doer pants do only all attributes plus 2. Snowboarder pants give me damage absorption. Ninja hot pants give me some hot damage. The leotard, filthy corduroys, bloody clown pants do spooky damage. Miner's pants, damage absorption. We're gonna do the womp. We're gonna equip the Wampa pants. We're gonna lose the +2, +3, whatever. But I think the extra stench damage, our elemental damage is gonna end up playing a big role for us. Okay, we can't use this because everything becomes dark. Kind of sucks that we got it, but you know what? You live and you learn. Extreme mittens do. Large tusk hearing? No. The glass eye was giving us combat initiative and weapon damage. Let's just go back to having that again. So, and our consumables. Can't eat anything. We can drink things though, and we've got some good booze. We've got some awesome booze too, shouldn't we? And the pink pony is a largish booze, if I remember. I can just click on it. Yeah. So we're gonna drink a pink pony, and we can probably do one more of that size. We're gonna drink a roll in the hay. Okay, so we're back up to 33 adventures. Let's go talk to our guild. Let them know we did the quest. We get 1,000 meat for it. Yes. Okay, cool. Awesome. Amazing. You've done it! The ancient hammer of smarting has been renewed. You were even able to repair without being told the method. Here, allow me to reimburse you for the cost of the meat smithing hammer. It is clear that you are destined for great destiny. Destined for destiny. Sure. Take the legendary epic weapon with you and train hard in its use. Once you have become a bit stronger and we have located your nemesis, where your nemesis has gone to ground, your true quest will begin. Okay. Because we're high enough level, we can just, continue on with the nemesis quest. I was just on this page. But I think there's a hyperlink down here. Otherwise, I'm going to have to find it the hard way. Okay. Yep. Gonna have to find it the hard way. Hammer smiting. Sledgehammer of the Valkyr. This is what we want, by the way. This is what we're getting. Next. Which is from a volcanic cave. The ultimate legendary epic weapon. Um, okay. Wrath of the Wolverine. Fungal nethers. So we kind of have to be lucky. Okay. Well, hopefully. Hopefully. Oh, this is multiple rounds. We're going to start this. We're going to start this because why not? Okay, anyway. Good. You're back. Just in time. Our scouts have pinpointed the location of your nemesis, the hideout of your nemesis. It's a cave in the big mountains. I'll mark it on your map for you. It is essential that you recover the stolen artifact as soon as possible, but be wary. The place is undoubtedly filled with malicious traps and evil guards. Okay, you say. But if it's that dangerous, how about sending some backup along with me? Well, yes, that would be wise, but all the other members of the Brotherhood have their own quests at the moment. I myself have a pressing mission to wash those windows. Grod's beard, look how filthy they've become. Right. Besides, this is between you and your nemesis. That's a one-on-one struggle. No getting around it. That's one of the rules. As a level 10, can we buy anything that's useful to us? Tongue of the Walrus is really cool. Because it lets you remove beaten up. I might have mentioned that before. Eye of the Orca. Right, that was our next one that we were gonna learn. And we need to take super advanced meat smithing in order to do some other stuff. Okay. We're gonna go look at the cave. Right, the dark and dank and sinister cave. Freak the hell out like a wrathful Wolverine. Okay. Take a drink before I do this, because, yeah. You step into the cave and look around, which doesn't take very long. It's a much shallower cave than you anticipated, just barely deep enough that light from the entrance doesn't reach the rear wall. As your eyes adjust to the dim light, you can make out some sort of engraving on the wall. It looks like a crudely rendered human figure with an angry expression on his or her face, pouring out a bucket of something. That's kind of an odd subject for an ancient cave glyph. Beginning to feel suspicious, you search the wall more carefully. Aha! Just as you expected. There's a fine seam running down one side of the wall. There's also a small hole, maybe 4 inches diameter, near the seam. Obviously, this is secure entrance, but how to open it? Freak the hell out like a wrathful Wolverine. You clench your fists and grind your teeth, and then roar at the wall. Louder and louder you yell, stomping your feet and working yourself into a lather until all you can see is red. Raw fury begins to stream from you, and once you've accumulated about a gallon of it, you pour it into the hole. What, did you think it was just metaphorical? There is a loud click and the sound of stone grinding against stone, and the wall slowly swings open, revealing the entrance to an underground cavern. Enter the doorway. You step through the doorway and down a narrow, sloping tunnel. Soon the tunnel opens into a large underground cave, lit here and there with phosphor and fungi. The soft glow reveals long icicle-like stalactites and stalagmites, glittering crystalline formations, and other wonders of the underground world. It also reveals two other things: a dark passageway on the other side of the cavern, and a number of large, stumpy-legged mushroom creatures moving toward you with ill intentions in their beetle eyes. Well, isn't everyone happy to see you? I'm going to look around the cave. So we're going to adventure here first until we get 6 of the thingies. Let's just hit them with the hammer. This is a paisley one. We need fizzing. We need fizzing ones. 6 fizzing ones. It's 1. That's 2. Veiny Spore Pod. Briefly enhance your muscle. Okay. Still no. 3. Nope. A creepy ginger ale? What makes it creepy? Okay. It won't tell me why it's creepy. That's 4. Got another good food. I'm hoping we can get all of the, at least that's 5. Hope we can get all of the pods we need. In this go, at least. There we go, 6. Okay. Blast the tunnel clear. Carefully place 6 fizzing spore pods amongst the rubble, then stand back and chuck a rock at one of them. Boom! As the dust clears, revealing a now open passageway, it occurs to you that this could very well have collapsed the entire cavern on top of you. Looks like you don't think things through very well yourself. True, as we've seen with my wasted adventures. Fortunately, it looks like you've gotten away with it this time. Now all you have to do is head to the next room and take care of that nemesis of yours, and retrieve the guild's stolen artifact. Back to the cave. The final showdown. You step in the second cavern room and are confronted by the sum total of all your nightmares. Gorgalock, the horror seal. Seals in the Kingdom of Loathing are pretty vicious to begin with. Wickedly befanged, blood-drinking predators that terrorize the villages of the frigid Northlands. But Gorgalock is the granddaddy of them all, a foul monstrosity from an unholy union of demon and seal that seal clubber parents tell their children about at night to scare the living hell out of them. Which is pretty much all the entertainment that seal clubber parents get, as there's not much to do in the frigid Northlands. You briefly wonder what he's doing this far south, but you don't get the opportunity to really explore the question because he's already going for your throat. Shazam. As you strike the elbow, Gorgalock howls in rage for frustration. Beauty human, you will never defeat me. Whoa, you can talk? I talk good. I hooked on phonics. Okay, weird. Whatever. Anyway, I've already defeated you. I return. I return and kill you good. I crunch bones and drink blood. Make appetizer from giblets. And with that, he flops awkwardly out of the cave. Damn it, you forgot to ask what a seal is doing in the southern mountains. Oh well. Hey, look, loot! Okay, so from fighting him, so there's a whole regalia that we can get. Um, so multiples of 1 damage plus 7. I think it's listed. So we've done him the first time. Then we got to go talk to him again. So we got the epic hat. We're gonna randomly get attacked by a series of thugs. That's about 200. So this is gonna take some time in order to get to. Okay. So all of them can appear because I've got enough main stat for all of them to appear. Okay, so we've kind of done all we can for this at the moment, apparently. But we have the Scalp of Gorgalock. So back to the guild. Talk to you. You've returned, Gringer exclaims. Does this mean you defeated your Nemesis and retrieved the stolen artifact? I did, you say, proudly displaying the Scalp of Gorgalock. Well done. Where is it? You say, and display the Scalp of Gorgalock again. Gringer blinks at you. Is this all he had? It looks like a good have, but it's not what I was hoping for. He sighs. That was it, you say? Well, now, I must send the scouts back up patrol. Perhaps now that he's tasted defeat, Gorgalock will return to where he's hidden the artifact. Good work. Return to me after a time, and I'll let you know when I find out. Okay, we can return again. Okay, so okay, so I'm waiting on them for the Nemesis quest. Let's go investigate the garbage. Um, Time to go. Council quests. We're on the giant trash quest. We'll get started on this one. Wow. Portal to Dis. Dis is mad. Okay, tasks. Acquire an enchanted bean by venturing in the beanbat chamber or zapping a hill of beans dropped by a knobgoblin bean counter. Pile of jumping beans. Don't I have a pile of jumping beans? Miscellaneous. I could have sworn I had a pile of jumping beans. No. They're consumable. Use that. Use that. Use that. Use that. Use that. There's gonna be a point where I can't use this anymore because my spleen's full. Okay. So the beanbat chamber. Enchanted bean by beanbat chamber seems like the quickest method because I don't have any of the other ones. Don't think I have an enchanted bean at least. I didn't see it. Yeah, no. So beanbat chamber. Okay, which bat hole, beanbat chamber. Yeah, enchanted bean. Sweet. Then we just use it. All right, then we go up the climb the beanstalk. Okay, climb the beanstalk. So climb the beanstalk and adventure in the penultimate family airship until you acquire the 4 immateria, tissue paper, gauze, foil, and plastic wrap immateria. And the SOCK, which will allow you to access the castle in the clouds in the sky. All these are obtainable from non-common adventures. Reduced combat frequency will help you get these. Hmm. Okay. Okay, this doesn't look terrible. It's just adventure heavy. Okay, so we're going after the immateria from non-combats. Okay, we got 10 left. Okay. You step off the beanstalk onto the airship and are immediately confronted by one of the grunts in charge of keeping the propellers wound up. Where do you think you're going? He smiles. You spit out the first lame lie that comes by. I just woke up on a tropical beach with amnesia and I made my way here. Oh, well, that sounds about right. You're probably going to be the protagonist of this story then. So you might as well know that we're looking for the four immateria, a quartet of insubstantial elements that will allow us to construct an airship to get to the castle in the clouds in the sky. So you're up here in your airship looking for parts to build an airship? Yep, the grunt replies. There's something about dark spirits and some aliens and stuff and punching through planets and whatnot, but that's about the size of it. Well, I guess I'll keep an eye out for those in materia then, so we can get off this airship and onto an airship, you say, cocking your head at the guy, still not sure he's making fun of you. Sounds good, the grunt nods and goes back to winding the propellers. Okay. Is this a boss that's gonna hurt us? We've got a tiny house! So, tiny houses can be used in place of healing if you need be. So, it's very nice. Hey, we got a titanium and solar umbrella, which was one of the items that we needed for quest, and a cocoa eggshell fragment. Don't know what it does, but that's okay. Quiet healer, get beaten. Soft echo eye drop antidotes let you remove any effect. So like one of these, if you wanted to remove it, just on my taskbar, but that's okay. Magitech, Magimech Tech Mecha Mech. Yes, we're not. Ooh, we got tissue paper material. Sweet. Okay, let's see if we can get another one. Probably not. Okay, so and we got an amulet of extreme plot significance. So we've gotten both of the items, or most of the items that were mentioned to get. Okay, so we've got 3. Sure, why not? We don't need a super high mysticality, so that's fine. Are we at max drunkenness? We've got 6 more. Let's see if it'll let us go. Hey! Okay, so we got 2 of them. Random lack of an encounter. I don't know what to do about that. So let's see what each one does. Random lack of an encounter. If you have plus 21. Okay, so fight, get a fantasy chest, or a model airship. Okay, what is a model airship and what does the chest do? Model airship is a quest item used in the Copperfield Choice Manager, the way to keep on turning the wheel in the sky manager, and thus complete. Oh, is this that? It's probably listed. Where is it? The wheel in the clouds and sky in order to get from the basement. Ah, Huffman is saying, well, you have it in your inventory. Okay. So that's what my airship does. What about the chest? Get some stuff. Okay, what do the eggshell fragments do? You can need some for a large one to make a cocoa egg to get a kokobo. If you have 4 of them. Which a kokobo does what? Does lots of crazy things. Okay. Shorts you can land HPMP attacks the enemy, confuse the enemy, or finds meat. Okay, slightly cool. I think I'm going to take the airship. I think the airship is the answer. So that's the answer. We're going to gallivant down to the head. Get the model airship. Okay, just looked at it, but I looked again. Why? Because object permanence is very slow. Metallic A, hey, that'll be useful for making an item later. All right, last one. Okay, check the cargo hold. Obviously, get the penultimate fantasy chest. Okay, so can we do? Yep, I'm falling down drunk now. Isn't it great? So great. Falling down drunk. Okay, cool. So miscellaneous is probably gonna have that chest. We got 2 tiny houses, some meat, and a soft green echo eye drop. And so cool. What does put the smiling rat in the terrarium? I don't need him right now. Don't need that to do anything with that right now. I need to get candles to do anything with that. What is using these? I get the feeling that those are used in something else. Stones of extreme power, probably used to make something. Worthless trinkets just for trading to people. Those are potions. Use finds worthy letter. The letter reads, Dear Hooligans, I knew you little bastards wouldn't be able to stop Teresa's digging up my corpse after I died, so I prepared a little surprise for you. Well, assuming you'll be surprised by demons pouring through the gate from Hades and ripping out your stinking innards. Most people would be. Once I sent demons after this little whippersnapper who kept coming up to my front window and making faces at me. He had to carry his face around in a paper bag after that. Johnny Bagface, they used to call him. I hear tell you got a job in chartered accountancy after school. You make good money doing that if you've got a head for figures. Anyway, I'm glad to hear you're enjoying your vacation in distant lands. Bring me a mango when you come back. Maybe we'll go dancing and I'll show you how I won the trophy for my Lindy Shuffle back in 36. Love, Fernie, coffee, bread, cigarettes, pudding. And then he's got a grocery list. Okay. So that's that. So I think we have Farnsworthy's basement is what that is for. A bone with a price tag on it? What does that do? Read the tag. The bone was apparently stolen from the skeleton squad by one of those knockout new. Read the direction intending to return it. But you actually trip and drop it in a well. Oh, well. Okay, interesting. So we got 6,000 meat. Let's go to our normal thing of checking the flea market for some food and booze. Let's do food. We need some good food. It's a guilty sprout. Some awesome food is what I meant, but you know. Hey, size 3, awesome. A Hamlet sandwich, and it's only 130 meat. Bye. Incredible mini pizza, size 2, awesome. Okay. We've got insanely spices already, so we don't need to worry about that. Pieces of cake. We were doing really well with some pieces of cake. Tiny burritos. Yeah, tiny burritos we like tiny burritos. Um, so yeah, that's a decent amount at the moment. Okay, boost. Charleston Choo Choo. I mean, really, we only want to get awesome wine, so we'll buy more bottles of sea wine. Okay. The Elemental, Karupska. So expensive. Okay. That's only a good one. Martini's only good. We've got plenty of someone selling these for only 1,500. That's impressive. Psychotic Train wine is size 6. It's a size 6. Awesome. Okay, we're going to get that. I know it's 600. That's the last booze we're going to buy. All right, so we got that. We really should be saving up. Other? Oh, those are no. Oh, wait. Okay, that's a. Apparently, the soft echoes are worth a bit. We don't need any back item. We got a good one. Shadow scan. And I say, oh, we're good, and then I go and I'm like, oh, what's this? Okay. Offhand, still the best offhand. Accessories, we have that. It's not as useful as I hoped. Oh well. I survived Y2K gives 2 adventures per day when equipped, but we've got the 3 mother's necklaces, so that's not great. We don't do spell damage. Flesh liquidizer plus item drops. Okay, it's not terrible. Telling skeletons what to do? No. The skateboard, that's only combat initiative. That's not great. Trying to think of what I used. Oh, we need to go try and get a shirt. So we'll first time we try and get a shirt, it'll send us on a quest. Hopefully these are dirt cheap still. Yeah, okay. So this is a shirt that gives plus adventures when equipped. So we're gonna buy one. And we're gonna try and equip it, and that might send us on a quest that we can't do, but you know, if we don't try, we don't try, you know. Letter from Melvin the Gnome. Okay, miscellaneous. So scrolling, just do this, draw. Yeah, use. Okay, you take the letter to the big mountains, find the comic shop the letter is addressed to, and send the proprietor, which goes to Melvin. He reads it, frowns, address you. Well, you're one of those adventurers, aren't you? Do you think you can help me out with something? Says, sure, I'm helping everyone else. Might as well. Well, I'm a huge fan of the saga for Professor What. Maybe you haven't heard of it. Anyway, I saw this awesome t-shirt for it, so I bought it, but it's stuck at the warehouse, and they can't deliver. Could you get it for me? A what now? Never mind. It's a piece of clothing. Oh yeah, he said, the bards will sing about the ballad of the brave adventurer who delivered the mail. I'm sure they will, he says, immune to sarcasm. Anyway, the Think Nerd warehouse in the Big Mountains already back. Okay, so we've got the Think Nerd warehouse now. So we will start with that tomorrow, which will let us get to wear shirts, which then we'll be able to stack on that extra three, that extra 3 adventure per day. Okay, we're gonna save this outfit as regular at the moment. That way it's a lot easier to switch between rollover and regular. So, and then obviously we'll add General Sage's Lonely Diamonds club jacket. And there are other like really good shirts. Just kind of like a general use one is the sea salt scrubs, which are kind of pricey at the moment. But yeah, requires 85 muscle to wear, but maximum HP MP plus 400, and then Mysticality plus 15%. So it just turns you into a tank. We can actually offhand items. Search for items. Just search offhand items. You never know what you might find. A light that never goes out. What's this? Oh. It's a smithness one. Oh. An abyssal ember. Hot damage and weapon drops. Oh, this is good. This would be great. I mean, the weapon drops isn't necessarily needed, but that's a nice one. Fortunately, it's more than I really want to spend. So, an ancient calendar, I've been told, is good for an offhand for thing. Oh. Items. Dictionary. French Transylvanian? Is that? No. There's a item that can be made out of our cardboard sword. That's the, I don't know if I could spell it, that would help. Sword behind inappropriate propositions, which is made with a chrome sword, which we already have. So yeah, the chrome sword we have, and a facsimile dictionary. And it gives +5 over the +4 or +3 that we're currently getting from the chrome sword. So facsimile. Literally. FACS. Is this a quest item? I'm going to be irritated if this is a quest item. Combat item. Cannot be traded. Has a huge selling price, too. It's from the Raffle Mile quest. Okay. So that might be something we need to look into doing then, that quest too. But yeah, so we're gonna do this at the beginning probably, along with our adventuring in the time twitching tower, try and get those things. And then if we have any adventures after doing those two things, we're going to work on the penultimate fantasy airship. And our Nemesis quest will come along as it comes along. That's kind of the way that works. So, yeah. Anyway, hope everyone's enjoyed this. Stuck around to the end. Had a good time. Anyway, thanks for watching. Yeah, everyone have a good day. Bye.